Hello everybody, I am Callie with the Soulcraft Sisters and welcome. This is a new moon reading for January 2017 and this new moon is it's a new moon in Aquarius and I just love everything that Aquarius sort of represents. My ascending sign is Aquarius, so I think I have this natural affiliation. I just get really excited about this expansive energy and approach. So if you're not too familiar with Aquarius and what it represents, it's all about well, community, expansiveness, as I mentioned, this idea of being a little bit rebellious, looking ahead instead of behind, disrupting old patterns, and it's also associated with, progress, new technological inventions, and being, I don't know, just being sort of true, less concerned with convention and more about, hey, I am who I am, let's just get on with it, let's just have one big party and let's just all raise our consciousness and get on with it, live our lives. But it's I really like the aspect as well of it being sort of very heavily focused on connection with groups of people, global connection, this idea of us all being sort of interrelated as well, and how we can sort of be of service to each other without losing our sense of sovereignty, which is also very important to me. And so the new moon is all about setting intentions for the coming lunar cycle. It's about dreaming, visualizing, as I mentioned, setting intention, being concrete about what you want to achieve, maybe some daily practices you want to involve into your life. And maybe writing down some affirmations as well. That works a charm. So there are all these things that we can do to keep ourselves sort of focused for the coming lunar cycle, and some things that we really want to achieve, some things that really excite us, because I think often we have this idea that life is just sort of happening, and we lose this sense of us being co-creators. We are creating everything. Our reality is created by us. But sometimes, I don't know if you feel like this, but when I sort of lose track or sort of just go through the motions, I lose the sense of empowerment. But it's quite easy to reconnect to, and that's what I do on these new moons. Like, okay, what do I want? What excites me the most when I take a deep breath and just sort of tune into my heart? And that's what I invite all of us to do. So for me, for example, my sun sign is in Aries, and when we have a new moon in Aquarius, that means that my 11th house in astrology is sort of activated, and that's also the house of Aquarius. So it's about friendship, and it's about service, optimism, luck, hopes, dreams, things sort of coming to fruition. So what I would want to do, or what I'm going to do, and what I have done, is be very clear on what it is that I wish. So for example, for me, this coming month, I'm gonna focus on, and I wish to connect with a wider community of people globally. Especially through my work, through this work that I do here, my readings, etc. I want to inspire, and I want to learn from others. So this is something that I'm really excited about, and something I truly wish for. So that's the wishing. And then how can I sort of drop even further into that? And I do that by visualizing. So for example, for me, it would be just close my eyes, and what sort of first came to me when I did this exercise just before I jumped on camera was this idea of a network of me sending out my thoughts and my words and how that carries a certain vibration. And I see that going around the globe, and then people from everywhere will sort of start to pick this up, tune into the same frequency, and either, you know, what I'm seeing is that other people will add to that frequency, that intention that I said, because they'll be in alignment with it. So if you're watching this, you're most likely one of them, right? So yay! And how, so it's not just a one-way thing, it's an interconnected web of intentions and vibration that sort of goes around and expands the more joins in. So that's my visualization. I think it's so beautiful. So also thank you for being here. This is great. And then what you can further do to anchor into this wish is to write down an affirmation. So for me it would be, I effortlessly connect with other beings, and together we expand our consciousness and share the joy of life, basically, right? Oh, love it. So so that would be my affirmation. And then the very last step, and these are all inspired from this woman here, Yasmin Boland, from her book called Moonology. I really like this book here, and it talks about these 4 steps and how we really can anchor into the new moon energy and make it work for us, right? Make it concrete. So the last step would be the intention setting. So for example, for me, instead of it just being something that I get excited about right now, I want to sit down every day, and for me, I intend to meditate on my wish. I intend to do visualization, this visualization exercise, and recite my affirmation. I want to do that daily because I have a daily meditation practice, and I want to really get that in there, and perhaps also do some tarot spreads, card readings for myself. So that's my intention, to keep me on track. Yeah, so I hope this would work for you. I can't see why not. So if you're inspired, please take a second after this video and go through this yourself. I find it super powerful. Let's pull some cards, why don't we? So I want to just keep this brief and precise, to the point today. And then at the full moon, I want us to get together again, and I'll do full moon readings as well. And then I'll do my the other format that I've been used to doing. So if you've seen these videos before, we will do what we've done before, where you think of one of the 4 elements, and then I pull a card for that element, and then you can see what the message is for you. But for now, I just want to pull a few cards for us as a collective. So what do we most need to know? These people who are watching this video. Okay, so I've got a few cards jumped out. Which one should it be? This one. All right, so let's see. Okay, so that's lovely. We've got this beautiful card, and that's from Conscious Spirits Oracle Deck by Kim Dreyer. And actually, you can get these cards as a secondhand card on my web shop, or our web shop. So if you're interested, they're really beautiful. Oh, now I want to keep them. Anyway, they're on there if you're excited. If you are looking for some new oracle cards. And this says it's 44 and it's integration. I mean, this image in itself, this just to me screams Aquarius energy. So it says, I combine body, mind and soul to lift all of humanity into a new dimension. Man, I have no words. I think this is just so beautiful. This is exactly how I'm feeling. And remember that web I was talking about in my visualization? This is exactly what I was imagining. You know, this web, this mandala, and these lights frequencies that jump in and tune in. And I don't know if I mentioned it before, but Aquarius is, yeah, it's all about lifting our consciousness for the betterment of all, you know. So I think that's just, wow, that's just beautiful. Let's pull another card. Oops, well, there we have it. So this is from the Gaia Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno. So let's see. Okay, so this is completely different energy we got here. Okay, so this says lost love. And it says surrender, healing, and release. Aquarius is the water barrier, right? It's bearer. But in fact, it is a very, it's an air sign, right? So if you're Aquarius, you know this. It's an air sign. So it's more about mental activity, I would say. And there is this part of the Aquarian energy that I also love, but I'm also conscious of, not just to be in that type of energy. But what I want to say here is that there's this lovely sense of detachment, actually, of not being overly emotional to things that don't seem to work out. And I think when we are feeling sort of a little bit trapped, or if we feel like our emotions, because to me this is a super emotional card. We have all this water and all this depth and all this anguish, and this is beautiful. This is part of life as well. But I think what if some of us are feeling this or not feeling connected, there is this really beautiful sense of, hey, even when you are alone, you're not alone, because there are people around the world. I'm here, you know, sending out love, frequencies of love, and it's just about getting to that sort of joining in and looking up, and maybe doing some heart opening exercises, and also, if you can, you know, try to appreciate all emotions, but also find a way to sort of step back, detach in the most beautiful sense of that word, because you are not your emotions. It's an experience of an emotion, right? So sometimes that can help. And this idea of surrendering and releasing, that's always a beautiful thing to do, especially when things sort of climb on top of you and you're in need of healing. But I think the message here is to really to acknowledge your emotions, but not get sucked into them. And this, maybe this lunar cycle is a perfect opportunity for you to release some of the things, that residual things that might also have been carried over from 2016. It's perfect. Everything is exactly as it's supposed to be. You are not alone. None of us are alone. Feeling down and out is not bad. It's just a frequency that we're experiencing. But there is this higher sense of vibration that you can tap into anytime you want, or we want. But I'm not here to say that emotional healing doesn't, I mean, that's one of the most beautiful things we can do for ourselves. And I've been through a period of this myself. So maybe this coming lunar cycle is helping us to sort of really take that to the next level, perhaps. Yeah, that's what I feel like saying about this. Okay, so I'm noticing the full moon. So I think by the full moon, some of us will probably be able to really release and see the beauty of those experiences that we've had up to that point. So that's what's wanting to come through here. I hope that makes sense to you. And also, I wish you a lovely month, and I'll see you again soon. Take care. Enjoy. Bye.